to answer the question earlier, it's a real fucking name. I didn't make it up. It's not short of Yo-Yo Ma or Yoshio. I don't know why people think it's short of Yoshi, because Yoshi is usually short of something. But it's a real fucking name. My parents' name is, it happens, okay? Deal with it. Now, people doesn't really think that it's a real name a lot of times. So like I go to like a party, I say my name, they say their name, and they're waiting for me to say my name. Because Yo sounds like just like saying hi or hey or what's up. To make it kind of worse, my last name is Frank. Now, yeah, that's a real fucking name, actually. And the problem is Frank is a very common first name in America, and Yo is sometimes Chinese or Korean last name. So many people like, usually about 3 hours after I tell them my last name is Frank, they start calling me Frank. It comes in like 3 months, like, but they're like, hey man, hey Frank. I was like, it's Yo. Like one time, literally, bank sent me ATM card under Frank Yo, and I was like, this is not my fucking name. So I called them, right? I called the customer service. I was like, hey, you got my name backward? And they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, I know my fucking name. Agent, I'm not dumb. Anyway, so to answer where I came from, I guess. I was born in San Francisco, raised in Japan. My mother is Japanese and my father is American. So my mother is Japanese, and she named me Yo because I was born outside the ocean. It means ocean in Japanese. That's why I have a heart as dark and deep as ocean. Don't fuck with me. Now, Frank part is German because my dad has like 8 or 14 white people mixed in, mostly German, French, Irish. I call him Great White Mutt. But he tried to claim he has some drug, and I'm like, just because you and your sibling call each other homie doesn't mean that. But anyway, he told me that Frank used to be born Frankenfather in German, which means, I guess, that my ancestors knew there will be someone down the line who's gonna make the size of their sausage shorter. So I got that going. Anyway, so I was living in Los Angeles for like the last 11 years, and I was doing stand-up comedy there. Wow. Yeah, and one thing I noticed was like there's a lot of good-looking actor people who wasn't good enough for acting, so they tried to do comedy, but they're not funny. And I was like wondering why that is, and what I realized is like, they were happy. They had a happy life. Like, in high school, instead of being bullied and not having any girlfriend or shit, they were happy. There was a bullying part, and they have girlfriend. But you know what? I can make people laugh for 5 minutes on stage, which means that I win in life. I'm so much better. Right? So that's great. But really, like, I had girlfriends since then, but the thing is, like, people say that thing about like, I like my woman the same way I like my coffee, right? Or, wait, no, it's other way around. I like my woman the same way I like my coffee. For me, ideally, it would be sweet, fragrant, and keep me up all night long. But in reality, most of the women that I attract are dark, bitter, and gives me indigestion. Yeah. And I'm reaching the end of my joke, but I think I'm gonna do. Let's talk about Asian penis. So a lot has been said about the size of it, and we do realize it because if you read like a Japanese gangster novel, they say shit like, "I'm gonna fuck you through your eye hole," but they never say things like, I'm gonna cut your dick off and choke you with it, because we all know we like the boy to do that. However, I do want to defend it from like an evolutionary point of view and maybe biological point of view. First of all, if you know any woman's vagina has only this much going in that feels anything. So legs doesn't really matter. Gas is what matters more. And yes, I know some women claim they like that dick feeling the back of the uterus feeling. But to them, I say, well, you get pregnant and you'll be feeling all sorts of things all over your fucking body. So there's that solution. Second of all, you have seen as many porn as I have. You start noticing like these porn dicks are kind of bendy, especially white ones. Sorry, but we don't do that. We get hard, we stay hard. And it's like TLC said, it's hard to find a good man, but it's good to find a hard man. And you know what I think happened was like in the course of evolution, we Asian chose density over size. And if you know anything about like technology, making something smaller is way harder than making something bigger. Much harder. And if you know anything about Asian technology, we're gonna make that shit robotic in like this generation. So next time you wonder if you wanna date someone with bendy, big-ish dick, or someone with robotic dick that could do all sorts of things and do your homework too. I think, is that my time or do I have more time?
That's it.
Cool. Well, I don't know what to do for next 30 seconds, so I'm just going to say thank you very much. This is like a first time I'm doing stand-up in Tokyo, and I had like a long brand, but I'm really glad that you invited me, and this is great, and thank you. ありがとうございます。ホストして。Everybody come back, and everybody let's make this party happen!